I'm Miss Ann, and welcome to another PJ Storytime. We have another 3 stories for you this evening that are brand new picture books in the library. We're going to start with It Fell from the Sky. What's cool about this book is you can even tell by the cover of it. It's black and white, except for one thing on the page that always pops out because it's got some color to it. But other than that, it's a black and white story. And if you can figure out what's that round thing on the front cover, it's a marble. A marble. So a marble fell from the sky. This is by the Fan brothers who created The Night Gardener, and it's published by Simon & Schuster. So there's our only bit of color on that page. It fell from the sky on a Thursday. So that's when the marble fell. Ladybug was perched on a leaf when it landed. I had a very good view. It bounced 3 times, then rolled to a stop, she said. The inchworm insisted it only bounced twice. Everyone agreed it was the most amazing thing they had ever seen. Because it's lovely and colorful. Remarkable, said the walking stick. He was happy to find something even stranger than himself in the garden. There's the walking stick. A frog assumed it was a gumdrop. He didn't like how it tasted. It's not a gumdrop. The dung beetle tried to roll it, but it was too heavy. The stink bug doubted that it fell from the sky at all. He thought it might have grown from the ground, like a flower. It didn't grow from the ground, did it? Finally, the wise grasshopper was consulted. It is not of earthly origins, he concluded. Most likely a fallen star, a comet, or perhaps even a small planet. They have no idea what that is. A planet. The Luna moth knew it was not a comet or a star or a planet. It was a magical chrysalis that needed to be kept warm. So she thinks there's a little life in there, and she needs to keep it warm. So there she is. She waited all through the night, but the chrysalis never hatched. In the morning, there was another surprise. I think we can all agree that whatever it is, it most certainly belongs to me, said the crafty spider. After all, it fell right into my web. Nobody remembered the web being there the day before, but in fairness, nobody remembered it not being there either. Do you remember the web being there? Do you think it's his? Spider gathered everyone around so that they could hear his plan. He would build a grand exhibit to properly show off the wonder from the sky. Construction took many weeks, but when Wonderville finally opened, everyone agreed it had been worth the effort. Even when the spider explained tickets would cost 1 leaf apiece, it seemed like a fair enough price. So it's kind of like an art museum that he opened up, so that you can go look at things you've never seen before. Visitors came from far and wide. Wonderville was even more wondrous at night, thanks to the fireflies hired to light up the display. The lines were long, so the spider smartly raised the ticket price. Only a few insects grumbled. But they're all in line and they've got their leaf to pay to see what's in the spider web. But as the lines grew longer and the price grew higher, the grumbles grew louder. The spider just hurried customers through the exhibit. What was there to grumble about? He was giving them a rare glimpse of the wonder from the sky. Look at all the leaves, which is his money that he collected from all the people coming to see what fell from the sky. He has a lot. Soon the spider was wealthy beyond imagination. Think of each of those leaves as a dollar bill. But where had everyone gone? The spider assumed they must have left to spread the word about how wonderful Wonderville was. Brand new customers would arrive. So he's sitting there all by himself, and nobody else is coming to Wonderville. Oh, what's this? But that was before the unexpected disaster. What do you think the hand is going to do? A five-legged creature stole the wonder and took it back to the sky. So he's picked up the marble. It looks like a little boy or a little girl. He took it out of the spider web. The spider was all alone. There was no one to help him rebuild. And there off goes the little one. His big feet just missed the spider. In the weeks that followed, some of the insects returned to the garden. Flowers grew back and the long grass covered the flattened anthills. No one paid Spider much mind. It was as if Wonderville never existed. The night, as it sometimes does, shared a secret. He gazed up at the sky and the stars shone down. He didn't hide their light from anyone, not even a selfish spider. He knew what he needed to do. What is he going to do? Luckily, there is no creature more patient than a spider. So he's rebuilding his web here, isn't he? He's a very classy spider with that beautiful top hat. High up in the flowers, he spun and spun. Look at those webs. Different ones in between the flowers. And sure enough, more wonders fell from the sky. So we've got a bottle cap, a push pin. This is a part from a game. We've got looks like a pocket watch. All came falling from the sky and landing in his webs. Look at all those things that fell from the sky. There's some plastic monkeys, some toys, a thimble, push pin, a little dice, a piece of Lego. Everyone agreed it was the most amazing thing they had ever seen. So it's become even bigger than it was before with just that marble. Now they have a lot of things to come and see. And it's especially the spider. So that was It Fell from the Sky, which the artwork is really, really neat. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is another in the series. We have quite a few of the How Do Dinosaurs ... This one is Say Goodbye. It's by Jane Yolen and Mark Teague. And this is a New York Times best-selling series. And it was published by Scholastic Press. So saying goodbye is hard, even for dinosaurs. When they have to part from a loved one, they might cry or hide in their bedrooms or even write, "Don't go," on the wall. But with a little courage, they can face their fears. They can tell grown-ups how they're feeling and know that time apart can still be filled with love. So this is How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodbye. And look at Dinosaur, he's crying. And there's Mom and Dad, of course, in the corner here. They've got their suitcases. They're ready to go. But I don't think Dinosaur's going with them. How does a dinosaur say goodbye? Does he shake his head hard? It's like that dinosaur. Goes like this. Does she give a loud cry? She fell to the ground and she's kicking her legs. She's throwing a little tantrum and crying. Does he hide in his bedroom and ache in his tummy the first day of school because he won't see his mummy? So he doesn't want to go to school, so he's hiding in his bedroom with his tummy upset because he really doesn't want to go to school. Does this dinosaur stay in the girls' room? Her tears on the tile, though the school nurse keeps trying to get her to smile. She's offering a lollipop. Or when Dad leaves for work, does she grab at his coat or stick in his pocket a very sad note? And the note says, "Daddy, I miss you." When his parents go out for a date at the mall, does a dinosaur crayon "Don't go" on the wall? He wrote "Don't go" on the wall. Of course, we shouldn't do that. Mom and Dad are not happy. When Grandma goes home again after a stay, does a dinosaur mess up the guest room that day? He's pushed everything and knocked everything over. He didn't want her to leave. If Mom's in the hospital and Dad visits a bit, does a dinosaur yell at the girl come to sit? No, of course not. Does a dinosaur run as their moving time nears? Down the street to the neighbors, eyes streaming with tears. So sometimes when we move, we miss people. And you don't want to go. No, dinosaurs don't. They face their worst fears. They tell all the grown-ups just how they are feeling. It helps right away for fast dinosaur healing. So instead of crying and throwing yourself on the ground, you tell an adult what you're feeling. And then they will give lots of hugs and they get lots back too, because that's what each dinosaur parent will do. And there's Grandma and Grandpa as well. Then dinosaur kids make a big paper heart. They fill it with love for the time they're apart. And that says, we love you. They give goodbye kisses and walk out the door. He's blowing Dad a kiss. Goodbye with a heart, little dinosaur. And then at the back, just like at the front, there are the different kinds of dinosaurs that you'll find through the book. Our last story is the second in a series. It says Randy the Badly Drawn Horse, which is the title of the first book. But this one is Randy the Badly Drawn Horse and Dandy 2, or The Badly Drawn Horse and Nobody Else. And it's by T.L. McBeth. And it's published by Godwin Books, which is a part of Henry Holt and Company. And this, the artwork in this story is a lot different from the others that we've seen. It almost looks like I could have drawn it. I probably still couldn't even do this. But it almost looks like somebody's just drawn the basic outline of a horse, and it looks like it's been colored in with pencil crayon, or even just crayons. Okay, so a little bit different in terms of art. So here we go. And it's also sort of written as if it were a graphic novel to a certain extent, because we have our speech bubbles as well. This is Randy. Randy is the most beautiful horse in the world. Oh yeah, Randy's here. Your favorite horse is back. Today, Randy is going on a brand new adventure. He's got his stick with his items in a bag. I wonder what amazing new adventure we're going on today. I'd better pack for everything. An adventurer can never be too prepared. Randy is almost ready to go. I'm so excited, I can't wait. I think I'll take a little peek ahead. So he's lifted the next page. What do you think we're gonna find? Just one more thing. What's happening over here? Hey, wait a minute, what's going on? Hello, I'm already here. Someone is drawing another horse. I think the author, illustrator, is drawing another horse. He's outlining it in black pencil, and he's got his crayons there as well. But we've already have a horse. Randy already exists. Almost done. Wait, I'm not gray, I'm brown. That's not me. As the most beautiful horse in the room, I demand answers. So what do you think he drew another horse? This is Dandy. Who? Hi, I'm Dandy. So this is Randy, and this is Dandy. Dandy is Randy's best friend in the whole world. Say what now? I am? Yay! Now it's time for Randy and Dandy's big adventure. Yahoo! An adventure with my best friend. Hey, no hand holding. Well, I still want to have an adventure, so I guess I'll go. Yay! So they're going together. Dandy invents space boots to bounce on the moon. What? No fair. Why don't I get space boots? And there he is. He's got the space boots on. And there's little coils on the bottom so that he can jump a little bit. Dandy is a good inventor. Well, gee, I must be. Whee, and he bounces. Dandy? What kind of name is Dandy? It's just my name with a D where the R should be. I don't think Randy's enjoying it. Now, Randy and Dandy are on the moon. Wow, so this is the moon? What's a moon? I still don't have space boots, says Randy. The Moon King needs help. His moon gem was stolen by bad guys. We'll help you get your thingy back, sir. What a fun adventure. Let me guess, it's a job for two? Okay, so now they're going to try to get that gem back for the Moon King. Randy and Dandy sneak into the bad guy hideout. They grab the moon gem and make a daring escape. Then they return the gem to the king. So they climb, they get the gem, they ride away, but the person getting, or the horse that gets to do it seems to be Dandy. He's doing all the cool stuff, and Randy is doing all the heavy lifting. Randy and Dandy save the day. They're such good best friends. Oh wow, we really did it. What an adventure. We are such good best friends. Randy doesn't look very happy. He's got little angry marks coming off of his body, and his face is all scrunched up. He's not happy. No, we are not. Yes, we are, says Dandy. He said, enough. That was not a fun adventure. I had to do all the work, and you got to do all the fun stuff. But I thought we were best friends. We are not best friends. I don't need a best friend. I never asked for a best friend. I'm going on my own adventure all by myself. Adventures are better alone anyway. I think he made Dandy a little sad. I see some teardrops. He didn't like the way he was talking to him. He wasn't being very nice. So there's Randy. He's off on his own. All right, this is more like it. Adventuring alone. Solo. Just me, no one else. What to do first? Well, I could ride this bike, but it's pretty wobbly with just one horse because it's a two-seater. I could play catch, but it's not that fun all by myself. You can't even play ball. Oh, hey, look at this cool thing. Hey, Dandy, check this out. Oh, right, I'm alone. So very alone. And off goes the little rock. Okay, I admit it. Adventuring alone is not as fun as I remembered. I miss Dandy. You do? Dandy peeks in from another page. I didn't realize that a friend would be so nice to have. Maybe we could go on an adventure sometime? Friends? Best friends. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, says Randy. So that is Randy the Badly Drawn Horse and Dandy 2 by T.L. McBeth. So that's it for this week. Hopefully we'll see you again next week for another few brand new picture books in the library.